Well, good morning, Gathering Network kids, and welcome back to Kids Zone. This is a big day around here for us as we are starting our way into the New Testament and learning about Jesus coming to earth. So today, we're going to dig into the first part of this story. Everything was ready. The moment God had been waiting for was here at last. God was coming to help his people just as he promised in the beginning. But how would he come? What would he be like? What would he do? Listen, mountains would have bowed down, seas would have roared, trees would have clapped their hands, but the earth held its breath. As silent as snow falling, Jesus came. And when no one was looking in the darkness, he came. There was a young girl who was engaged to a man named Joseph, and Joseph was the great grandson of King David. One morning, this girl was minding her own business when suddenly a great warrior of light appeared right there in her home. He was Gabriel, and he was an angel, a special messenger from heaven. When she saw the tall, shining man standing there, you have to imagine she was frightened. But Gabriel said to her, "You don't need to be scared. God is very happy with you." Mary looked around to see if maybe she was imagining he was talking to somebody else. "Well, Mary," Gabriel said, and he laughed with gladness that Mary's eyes filled with tears. And he said, "Mary, you are going to have a baby, a little boy, and you will call him Jesus. He is God's own son, and he is the one, the promised one. He is the rescuer. The God who had created planets in space and kept them moving, the God who had made the universe with just a word, the one who could do anything at all, was making himself small and coming down as a baby." But wait, God was sending a baby to rescue the world. How in the world would that work? Mary responded, "It's too wonderful to even believe. How can it be true?" Gabriel said, "Is anything too wonderful or too impossible for God?" So Mary trusted God more than what her eyes could see, and she believed. She said to Gabriel, "I am God's servant, and whatever God says, I will do." Well, sure enough, it was just as the angel had said. 9 months later, Mary was almost ready to have her baby. And now Mary and Joseph had to take the trip to Bethlehem, the town King David was from. But when they reached the little town, they found every room full, every bed was taken. "Go away," the innkeepers told him. "There isn't any place for you." Where would they stay? Soon this baby was going to come. They couldn't find anywhere except for a lowly, humble little stable. So they stayed where the cows and the donkeys and the horses stayed. And there in that stable, among those animals, in the quiet of night, God gave the world his wonderful, long-promised gift. The baby that would change the world was born. His baby son. Mary and Joseph wrapped him up to keep him warm. They made him a bed of straw and used the animal's feeding trough as his cradle. They gazed in wonder at God's great gift wrapped up there before them, lying in this manger. Mary and Joseph named him Jesus, Emmanuel, which means God has come to live with us. Because of course he had. Well, this morning, take some time with the discussion questions, and we're going to continue next time as we learn about the other people that we're going to hear of Jesus's birth. I'll see you guys next time.